Hey guys, welcome to PremierVRA Academy. We're gonna be underway shortly. I think my camera's a little blurry. Looks like it's having a little trouble focusing on me. Am I right? Let me just open up my YouTube app just to make sure. I would hate to give you guys a terrible quality product. Let's see. Yeah, it looks kinda out of focus, but don't know what that's about. Let me see if I can do something about that. Maybe I can. Yeah, it is out of focus. Let's see how we fix that. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Well, just give me 1 sec, sorry. Gotta ask my man right here on YouTube how to get back in focus. Configure video. I am okay, I'm gonna configure video. Camera control. Okay, there we go. Thank God, man. Yeah, some of these computer programs that we use, or sim racers and live streamers use, they have quite a bit of a learning curve. And what happens is you'll master, you won't master how to fix it. Why? Because like you're always in such a rush to get into the main arena, so you'll never like really master anything in today's time. But then you'll realize very quickly when something goes wrong how little you do know. So let me just make sure my sound is working right. Test, test. Just give me 1 sec, sorry. Test, test, test. Alright. Alright, so that was about 4 minutes worth of added entertainment. So let's get on to the racing. We've been driving our trusty Lamborghini GT3 Evo around different tracks and really putting down some pretty decent lap times. Um, I took first place, I believe, in 2 races since I've been on. Got everything set up already. Yeah, so the game is starting to make a lot more sense to me. The feel of traction, starting to make a lot more sense. Grip, everything. It just it feels better, and I guess that this is over practice. The more you practice, the more you start to unlock the um, hitting hidden techniques. Because I don't really watch anybody out there to teach me much. Um, it's sometimes you don't have the patience to, like, you don't feel like watching someone race when you want to race. So that's one of the main things. I've been running my settings also on the highest so it can look the best, but I think the only thing that I don't have that looks to look good is the foliage. So like the trees and the leaves and things like that, I set it on the low settings. So you might notice that some sharp imagery going on here. Hopefully that's all ironed out. Let's get on to it. Alright, so going into this corner here, it's turn one. I'm careful. I'm riding my brake. You really don't want to hit anyone. You definitely don't want to go into these corners too fast. You want to get all your traction on the exit, good traction. I mean, even though it has traction control, you can see that the traction control is engaged, and that's basically saying that hey guy, you have uh, a lot more smoothness to be had. So sections like this in the beginning, you don't really have to be the fastest through the section, right? Because you guys are in a straight line. So the first, it's like being in a traffic jam. The guy in first place is going to slow down, and then it's going to affect the guy in second, which going all the way back is going to affect the guy in fifth, which is, I believe, us. Alright, so we got an eye on this guy in front of us. We're gaining on him a little bit, so we want to definitely get behind him and get that nice draft. Get along. Oh, my man tried to execute us. He didn't want to be passed today. Oh, and we both get a penalty for that? Wow, okay. That's the one thing about Assetto Corsa Competizione is that they give the penalty to both guys. And, I mean, make up your mind. Either it was me or him, I'm not going to dispute, like, whether or not it was me or him, but give the penalty one way. Don't give it both ways. It's like the game's way of simplifying the incident. That's alright. Make your apex. Get back on them. You got to get comfortable. You have to be comfortable making your corners with a guy. Oh, that was my fault. You have to be comfortable. Both cars received the penalty, and I clearly hit him. See what I mean? I tapped him. It's up for debate whether or not I hit him. It didn't throw him off his line, so it's a little small tap. Shout out to these gripping socks from Skyzone. Uh-oh. Went in there a little bit too hot. Alright, so let's try and execute the same pass on this gentleman here. We're going to do the same move. But you can fake these guys out, right? Like, you can go, oh, I'm going to pass. Oh, well, I'm actually going to pass him on the straight, so I was gonna say let's fake him out. Let's make him think that was my fault. I'm gonna get a position back. I'm not gonna take that. If please hurry up. All right, get a position back because we don't pass like that. Um, oh, all right, dude. These guys are just literally just not maximizing their potential on this track. So one thing I do want to fix. I'm gonna restart the session. One thing I do want to fix is my force feedback. I have it down pretty low. I have my daughter playing, and she's 5, so um, I believe our force feedback was at 75. But yeah, she was playing yesterday. I was giving her a little driving tutorial. I don't want the direct drive wheel to harm her in any way, so I put it down to about 43, and 43 was doable. You know, she felt it start. You know, the feet. Excuse me. She felt the motor. You know, start fighting her back, and it kind of like startled her. You know, the kids, they don't really know little things like that. You know, especially how to drive, right? So with I used to rock the force feedback at 100. In-game force feedback, not wheel force feedback, because this bad boy is 20 newton meters. It will jack you up. You have to be the rock to hold on to this thing. But I used to rock it at 100 in-game force feedback. But then I realized one day I think I made a mistake and put it very low, and I felt like I was flying, like my car could finally turn in. It was just turning in so effortlessly. Trying to put the squeeze on me, but that's alright. Get up behind. Oh, he hit me. This guy hit me. It's the name of the game, huh? Try to put the squeeze on me. I didn't fall for it. I tried to stay straight, and he just kind of like kept coming over, and that was it. I think every on track crash, you know, you can really fight your case. You know, everything is almost like one sided, and you know, like drivers are biased in their crashes more so is what I mean. I don't think anybody wants to believe that they were the one who initiated the accident. So I do understand that. Let me open my window because I'm about to get hot. By lap 4, I'll start sweating and get uncomfortable. Okay, main squeeze. I'm not gonna allow you to do that to me again. Oh, look at this guy. Alright, so these guys are passing with no mercy, okay? So we're gonna get programmed in, or try to. We're just gonna show ourselves on his side here. Not gonna pass him, obviously. Oh man, I just tapped him. I just missed that. Good lord, my safety rating is gonna take a super hit if I don't cut it out. Anyway, we're on a mission. The key to making up the time is remembering your fundamentals. Remember what I said. These guys all have to slow down. So you don't on lap 1, certain sectors you don't have to be perfect in. You know. I won't say perfect. certain sectors you don't have to be super fast in certain corners, like hairpins, because you know by the time you get there, the guy is, you know, behind you is running slow anyway. So the car feels wonderful. Let's get it around this corner. Let's get up on our guy. So basically, this game does drafting pretty well. See how we're just gaining on him by just being behind him. Oh man, this ain't Formula One. I'll let that one guy pass. Alright, we're back. So, what I mean by this ain't Formula One, Formula One, your braking point is a lot closer to the corner. So there's a jink, and I'll explain it when we get back around. There's a jink in the corner, and it kind of turns one corner into three corners. So you kind of get like twisted up. But I was supposed to hit the brakes upon the last jink corner, and that's only in the Formula One car. So I have to stop a lot quicker than that, a lot earlier than that in this car. Let's get on this guy. Let's get off of these. Gotta get off of those bumpers as soon as you can, because you'll lose a lot of traction, and losing traction is losing speed. See, look at this jink in the corner here. I'm on it. I put my foot on the brake as soon as we come around. Car handled very well. We are a lot closer to execute a move on the straight, as opposed to waiting for turn one. This is the guy that gives us trouble. So, alright, we're clear. We cleared him. So this is it. I'm gonna start stopping back here, as opposed to stopping up there somewhere. Uh-oh, I upset the suspension by hitting the curbs. Little brake. Remember, you brake in a straight line. So there are straight lines in corners. Even though you have to make corners, there are straight lines, and I'll explain that. Like, I can turn my car in and then start braking in a straight line inside the corner. You still have to apply the rules, or else, you know. So here, for instance, so this is braking, but I'm in the corner. I'm in a straight line. As you see, I was braking, and I was headed diagonally. I was headed into the corner, but I was using my brakes in the straight line from that corner. So you have to be able. Oh, we're halfway through. Oh my God. Gosh, I'm in fourth. At least podium, right? Alright, let's put our head down. Let's get this guy. Late break, a little late break. Does it work? Oh, it doesn't work out for us here. And we lose our position, but we'll get this back hopefully. But we got to get to that podium. We're halfway through. It's not the last lap, so we don't want to get too crazy. We're going to just fake them out here. No, we're going to stick with it. Okay. That's right, Mercedes. This is a Lamborghini. Perfect. That's the distance that you want to do it. And then over time, over the duration of the race, because your tires are wear, it'll get a little bit longer, the brake distance. So we can fake them out. I just made that, huh? So now we're up in the podium position. Can we go for second place? Remember, it's 3 minutes and 37 seconds left to the end of the race. So the key here is, remember, braking in a straight line allows you to get through corners like that faster. Now normally I would have spun out on that corner, but I was doing my braking, straight line braking, and I mean you straight line brake, then you let it go, let the car make its corner, and then you get back on it. There we go, nice exit. So I don't know if we're gonna catch this guy in about turn 1. I doubt it, but we'll try and get him maybe at the hairpin, right? As you all know that there's so many before I say that, let me just say this. A good rule of thumb when braking behind a person is to brake when they brake, or to kind of estimate when they're gonna brake, like to be ready for it. Because if you're ready for it, you being at your distance will execute a more safer brake than him, right? Because you're actually braking a lot earlier as opposed to him, but you're braking to avoid him and you're braking to make the corner. Let's get a nice exit. Let's get this guy. That other guy is up there, huh? Straight line, let it off. Do some braking here. Now we on him. Come on, let's get this guy prior. Gotta give it back. Alright, we're back on this guy. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have one more lap, so we're gonna have to execute a pass legally. Nice lift off. Suspension is handling very beautifully. This car is fast. The Aston is pretty fast. The Aston and the Porsche, I believe, are two of the fastest cars in this sim. Come on, let's do it right. Bit of defensive driving. If we're gonna get the position, we might as well keep it. And our friend up here is moving a little bit too fast for us. Or has gained. He's not moving a little too fast, but he's gained a lot of distance in light of our battles that we were just having. Final lap, let's focus. What am I doing, right? Definitely don't want to get caught up in the pressure and start making so many errors. If you look on the map up there, I don't know how you guys are seeing it, but it's on the left side of the screen. You can see that these guys are not really far behind me, so one crash is going to put them right in my position. So alright, pretty good drive. It's only good for P2, but we respected everyone. We gave positions back, right? We didn't allow our greed for victory to make us to let us win, and to make us unethical and act as hooligans. or as Kim Block would say, hoonigans. All right. So I'm never gonna do a cool down lap again because that's just a waste of time. Go ahead, man. Here we are with our beautiful car in P2. I love that car a lot. I will watch the replay, but I don't want to. We have a pretty outstanding replay from the gameplay of yesterday, and I'm just gonna let that one sit with me. Let's see. Okay, Kyle on me. Now, Kyle on me. I have been on that track, and you can look at my past videos. No, you know what? Let's do Laguna, because I always tell everybody Laguna Seca is the track that I need to know. Like, I really need to know this track. I know it because I've been on it for many laps, many times. But this track has so many special features, right? Like this corkscrew for one. I have been trying to master the entry to the corkscrew for quite some time, and I know that there's a better way to do it involving some pretty good footwork. Like, I haven't been able to figure out that technique to get through there on my own. So it's something about GT3 cars when you see that big wing. Oh my goodness. A wing that actually works. Let's just keep the inside line. Look at that. Nice. Now we're just gonna play. Yeah, see, do a little bit of defense in the first laps of the race, because you don't want these guys to do like the guy did on the Imola, where he kind of like, you know, punked me into the corner or off the track. This is one of those respect corners here. You're not going for it on that corner. Regardless of what Ayrton Senna said, like every corner can be you can pass on every corner. I don't know what we just did. We took a pass on the outside. That was pretty cool. Gotta be very precise with that corner there, because once you hit that sausage curb, and much like every sausage curb on this track, as my mind, you know, comes to mind, these sausage curbs will spin you in a sec. So you definitely want to be mindful of where you are, and look at this execution of the apexes. You definitely want to do that, because that's literally telling you that you're taking the fastest, most optimal line. Look at that sausage curve I just hit. But you're taking the most optimal line around the track, so that's how you want to run these cars. All right, had to get a little crazy on it. Oh man, see, I'm a little bit all over the place right now. I think my wheels are still dirty from being in the sand. But I see my man trying to come back on the left side. What do I have to do? Okay, never mind. I gotta get back over my wheels. Right? I have this thing about being over your wheels. It's a saying that I say. Um, I can tell you what it means by telling you the opposite. The opposite is like when your suspension, when your car is like rolling, and it's almost like your wheels are slipping out from under you, as opposed to you being over your wheels, right? And having all of the grip that you can get. See, I'm running wide. Just got on the throttle just a little bit early, or stayed on the throttle. What time is it? 6:19 left. So my car for this track, it feels like it needs a little bit of tuning. Just a hair. I mean, I don't need the look at that. You need just enough speed to make it around this corner. Too much speed and you'll end up in a sand pit over there. I wish my engineer app was on. I want to know how fast I'm gaining on this guy. I mean, it looks like we're doing pretty good. There we go. That's a better entry exit to that. Good with the halfway mark. P3, we still got a little bit to go. Apexes. Let's be clean. And from what I understand, that apex is actually supposed to be a delayed apex. Like the turning is actually after, you know, like slightly after the turn in that I don't know what the normal turn in, I guess you would say. Let's let this wonderful Lamborghini and its beautiful aero kit handle us around that corner. I love the word handle, right? Because it's like it handles whatever it throws at you. You handle it. Alright, gaining on him in sector 3. Good. Uh-oh. I knew that was going to happen. One issue I can feel. I'm going to touch my traction control a little bit. Oh, that's my brake bias button. Alright, we got to do something. We're going to turn our traction control up. Start turning and get a little more smoothness around these corners. And I knew that was gonna happen, and so I don't know if you remember about a lap ago when I was about right here. It was something that I wanted to do, and I had like a brain freeze where I just like actually forgot. That was what I needed to do. Adjust my braking, not my brake balance. Adjust my traction control. Because as the race goes on, I mean, I'm over here running laps, like qualifying laps. So it's almost like these guys are. I'm not catching these guys driving like this. Yeah, I'm driving these laps so super fast. You know, it's a short race. Look at how long it takes when you have so much traction control on. Lord knows I can't wait till I get a better chair. If anybody watching this has some sim gear to trade for, I have some pretty cool stuff to trade for. Only because I need a chair. This chair will have. Oh, why do I keep running wide? Alright, man. Let's just hone in and focus on this lap. We're going to squeeze this guy off here so he doesn't pass us. And then we'll meet him over here in the corner. I'm going to turn this dog on. Alright, so this race was good for P3, which is okay with me on a track that I know I struggle with. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram at PremierVRA Academy. Looking at a guy. See, all of these awesome setups are super far away. You want to like buy a nice setup. It's always like the best price ones are always so far. Let's see. I'm just taking a few seconds break because that's 2 races in a row. Probably gonna do another one soon. Alright. Look at my. This is why you gotta be careful with these direct drive wheels. Check out these socks. Look at the bottoms. They have like the grip on them so I can give some serious braking pressure without having to slip. What was I thinking not having these? My wife bought these for me home. Bought them home from a place they went to. We start. Quit. We're gonna quit. I still haven't been able to get into any online lobbies. Let's see. Let's go back. multiplayer. What is this? Registration stuff. GTC. GTC registration. Mother Tech Lagoon a second. It would be the track that I struggle with, and it's 19 hours from now, so we'll have to see what we're doing tomorrow. Primary, baby. Let's see, serverless. Let's go into the serverless, see if we can find anything. What time is it? 10:28. What is this? So, word of advice: it's good to join, like, groups that operate on a time, like your country's time, your time zone. Excuse me, your country's time. But yeah, roughly the because I don't want to race with someone from like Dubai. Right now it's like broad daylight over there. Over here it's late at night. But if you go slightly from Dubai to like I don't know Oman, they're like in the same zone, slightly over. You have Afghanistan, those neighboring countries across the water, but they're in a roughly similar time zone. Let me just shut up, right? 8 hours of Silverstone. I don't have anybody to drive 8 hours with me. Next. They're racing. They're in qualifying now. Brands Hatch, Monza, Silverstone. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. See, that's one of the things that annoyed me about this. I don't know how to get in any of the lobbies. No mid-session join. Enter spectator password. Oh, okay. They have their let's see, this is full. So basically you would scroll through the server list and then see how they have like the word Discord, and then they have like the Discord information. You would type that in on your Discord and you would join them like that. But we don't really have time for that. I don't want to worry your patience. Here's a quick join. Spa, it's not bad. Spa is always a beautiful track to drive. A lot of brave souls. Oh, it's a night spa too. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We're going to turn this lights down a little bit since we're racing night. Okay. We don't want to hurt our eyes. We're going to turn our lights on. And put that. Oh gosh, I love this game. Track safety, right? Make sure you stay in your pit exit lane. You gotta know your track by now, boy. If not, you're gonna end up in the weeds over there. I'm just being a little bit wary, as I ought to. Thought I saw a yellow flag, but okay. That's right. Car handles very beautifully. Uh-oh. Car handles very beautifully. It happens. It happens. It happens every time I say it, right? Uh-oh. A little wide. Excuse me. Well, if there's any consolation, this is our outlap. So it's not that big of a deal. So now we know how our car's performing. We're gonna come through here with the fury right now. Well, at least we plan to. That's how you brave Eau Rouge. Let's hope we didn't do it in vain. Let's see our braking point come up. We're gonna hit it. Turn in. Get on that gas as soon as possible. Oh, come on. Yes. Didn't want to invalidate my lap. Oh yeah, I was a little bit off on that corner there, so that cost me something. It's always a couple tenths, right? Oh no! Just a little bit off of the track like that. These guys know how to do it to you. Alright. So coming through here, we gotta learn how to do it a little bit faster. Yeah. Car is gripping. Starting to get broken into on a third lap. Well, toward the third lap. Because this is our second lap. And it was supposed to be our nice flying lap. But for the sake of... we're just going to have to take the time from it and get a general understanding of where we are. Let's see. Come on. Yellow flag in sector 2. Get off the track, dude. It's the same dude. Every time I come around here, it's a yellow flag. Let's try and do this right this time. Kind of got to get them wheels turned. Like that, right? Okay, hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. We gotta get better concerning some of these corners. Right now we're in 6th place because we haven't yet put down a pretty decent lap. Oh come! Oh my gosh! All right, well that's enough for me. Let's just clear the track. And I was going to do another lap and try and get a pretty decent time in, but I don't feel like doing it again. I'm into 3 laps. Anyway, thank you guys for joining my stream. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as I did. Sorry about the hiccup in the beginning. Um, I thought I was ready, but we weren't at the time. So um, thanks for joining. Like I said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to click on here and watch us. So thank you so much.